Alright, so this week's podcast was entitled Explicit.
You didn't get Bill a pet.
I thought I did. I'm sorry. No.
You're so mean to him.
I'm gonna cry.
Are you? Is that really hungry cheese at $6
No, 2 of those are my hot sauces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are the cheeses you've gone through?
Actually, 3 of those are hot sauces. The rest of them are cheese.
No more cheese when I'm strong.
You were good.
You're no more cheese than I'm strong.
I don't eat that much.
It says I'm not that cheesy.
He needs the stationary bike with that color part.
Yeah, I was about to pull up a picture of you from Timmy's last wedding and be like, you gotta look like this. My phone's over there.
I've got a picture. I've got a whole bunch of pictures today. Yeah.
Are you? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, stuff all over Facebook.
You look pretty good in the picture. We're looking snazzy there. That's the fun.
I don't know. It's helps you sit down.
I'll show you that one. Meets on
Yeah.
I don't know, she exited it.
I'm
You as a
sorry, I
baby?
didn't mean to. Is that your baby picture?
Nice.
That's just like him.
Mr. Bean.
Okay, so you had a chance to listen to the podcast. Did you make it happen? Did you listen to it?
I listened to the beginning of it. I heard some of it.
I know Connie read it.
I heard some of that.
You heard Roxanne's disclaimer, and then you fell asleep, and then you heard, this is Pastor Bill saying, until next time. You were like, yeah, let's do it. Okay, so, does anybody have anything they want to say about the podcast?
I didn't get to hear what you said.
No, but you read it on the screen, on the page.
It's her just spent around the page.
Did you hear her adult voice?
There's an app on here.
I know they're trying to be like super voice, but
Superboy?
voice.
I thought it was an actual
I don't know the pattern.
like you roll it or something.
Nor do I have the biometrics.
Can I help you?
That makes sense.
3, 2, 1, happy New
What folder is it in?
There's about 4 more. Why you giving up to me? I don't want it.
Here.
You don't want it, right?
I don't want it.
If
Are you listening, Connie?
no,
Yes.
no, we should be just all one pray.
Turn it all the way up.
All one pray. All one. So she'll say it.
Analog buttons.
Manifesto and the Ekklesian house that Scripture itself needs no censor. However, fair warning, this episode has been marked explicit, as in this episode we will be making real-world associations with Scripture. It's our recommendation that parents of children under 13 screen this episode before playing it for your children. Hello and welcome.
See, this doesn't sound like her adult voice to me. It sounds, because I can see her going like this when she says it.
She's great. So the reason we did that is because it should be up to parents. How did I put it? Parents should have to say on when and or how/if they want to introduce these topics to their children.
Yes.
And topics including temptation, human trafficking, adultery, and pornography. I know, right?
That's why we got in the car and I would turn on and I thought, oh, they said I was supposed to screen that first, so I guess we won't listen to it.
Except your son's not under 13. So,
No, but
Well, in that case, Avery should have screened it for me.
exactly.
That's why I was asleep.
Yeah, basically.
That's why you didn't listen to
hear
it.
anything. You heard him say bye and
Is
then
he
you
mature
woke
enough
up.
to listen to this podcast?
No.
So does anybody have any comments on the podcast?
Do you think he is? It's your call now, not mine.
Where we covered the topics of Proverbs 5 through 7. Apparently all we want to talk about is Timmy's immaturity level.
Talk about anything else level.
Oh my.
Hey, snatch me.
Snatch that paper out of Mama's hand.
So, 2 of my children have acted up tonight.
Did I say one of them? 'Cause if not, it'd be very.
No, I got nothing to back. I'm going back. I looked at your hat and all I saw was
Are you wearing a poo hat?
Yes, I'm wearing a
Roxanne's back.
A dead poo hat. My mom's got a hat with Jesus on it, and it has a scripture reference in the name of the scripture. And it says, instead of saying, I am the way, the truth, and the life, it says, I am the way, the true to, and the life. It's some kind of embroidery mistake on the hat. I am the way, the true to, and the life.
Killed Connie. All the years of trying, a bad joke succeeded.
I don't have any water.
You okay? Yes.
I don't know if she choked on anything.
She breathed wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You okay?
But Connie won't care about you.
Want something to drink?
Get it in the lungs and it
Yeah.
Been a long pipe, huh?
Breathe in. I'm Mongolian.
Being a Mongolian?
Rice.
Chill.
You want some napkins?
Just the wrong pipe thing.
Be assured and
Why'd God make two pipes anyway?
trial
Or else this would happen all the time.
Yes.
Really only one pipe. One pipe and a shrinker.
Go back.
A couple shrinkers.
You're giving it to me.
She'll live.
You guys are gonna, these two
So-
are going to show you how it's done.
Go back to
Let's go back to the podcast.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be a better idea?
That's better. She was just trying to get the conversation going again.
To the poo hat.
To the poo hat, set him on the podcast.
Podcast was a little heavy, so it's understandable.
Was it?
Don't
Has
have-
to be.
Was it heavy?
I didn't feel like it was heavy.
I mean, the topic is,
Now,
the topic can be viewed as a little bit
what?
heavy. It's more, you've never had to have a disclaimer before, so
Yeah,
it's a little
never
bit, I
had.
mean,
That's mainly for the kid
First,
thing.
no, I know, but when you start talking about human trafficking and stuff, it's a little heavy. That's what I'm talking about.
October the 14th. On the 10th, I saw news. Well, I saw it recently, but on the 10th, it had been posted. In Michigan, so federal marshals had been working on 323 missing child cases in the region, Michigan region. And they came across a sex trafficking ring. And by breaking up that sex trafficking ring, they were able to solve 120 of those missing child cases.
Wow.
In one swoop.
Oh, you opened the clip. Oh, yeah. Oh.
I'm not going to put. Did you? Did it fall on the floor?
Like I said, it's a heavy topic.
That's heavy.
So overall, that's a heavy topic.
It was heavy. Yeah.
Did they solve them or save them?
Yes. As far as I know, all 120 were alive.
Okay. You saw how I did it? Wait, let's go and ask him.
It'd be a little bit tough being reintroduced into the society, wouldn't it? Something like that.
Definitely be interesting.
For the whole family.
Yeah.
You had to say off those walls. That makes all. Okay, my shit. My shit.
Okay, you get down on your knees. You hold it steady. Then I hold it.
Yep. See your mother.
No, someone else went out.
There's Jessica Berger.
It looked like a little one.
Little ones fly in the coop.
It was great.
So he was little, but he wasn't that little.
This is like laser movement.
You see how this is taking patience?
So should we wait for Timmy to get back for us to not talk about the podcast? I think we can not talk about it now. I didn't mean to make something so heavy that we couldn't even talk about it.
No, it's not that. It's just it's not a lot of that.
Your mother's just straight gonna leave. Oh, okay. I was like, she got choked up that bad.
Yes.
Why don't you try to do that?
You're holding it too low. So I get to hold it.
Podcast.
I see.
And then
Okay.
yeah, she holds it for her.
I've got a different reason.
They're old. Older than me.
I am not older than you, you freakazoid. Oh, wait, it's like
No, it's
no, I'm
not.
not.
No, you're not.
Who am I older than? I'm older than you.
You're not really not older than him.
That would be close from their age range.
Someone else is gonna have to get the donut because I washed my hands this morning.
Oh, you're not that.
Remember when you almost got stabbed last week? Pushing that envelope.
I'm trying to see where
You're like, I'm not done till I get stabbed.
I don't want the word.
She texted me. We've resorted to stabbing people through other people now, huh? Wow.
You're hungry? Well, why don't you eat?
You're act like you put your behind your back.
Show me freakazoid.
Everything with cat hair.
That's no thing.
Correct, you with cat.
That's what we're getting the holdings for. Crafting with cat hair book.
The point is you take the cat hair you have and attach it with it. That's the point. Weirdo. So I don't use terms like freakazoid. It's like,
Not normal. You are the furthest thing.
How dare you?
It's harder than it looks, Sarah.
You hear how mean she is today? Huh? You hear how mean she is today? It's ridiculous.
I was trying to keep my distance.
No hands.
So, at the Honor Academy, one night, I was in upstairs Elliott in the little common area with some other guys,
Before the receipt?
and we were reading. We were reading out of Proverbs 5 aloud.
Okay.
And another man walking by heard it and came up and confronted us that we ought not be reading such racy material in the Honor Academy. And I said, but it's Proverbs 5. Oh, I didn't know. Still, you probably shouldn't be reading things like that out loud at this season of your life.
No hand out.
You mean the season of my life that's dedicated to studying the scriptures?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you got
And actually, so that we have the 2008 youth club. We sat around exactly how we all sat around before the receipt. So, on the upstairs.
Yeah, they used to do that on Tuesday nights while I was at work, when I was in the internship.
No, I'm
One time they told one of the guys that they were making someone else feel uncomfortable.
We went first, and then
All of this stuff.
Yeah, my year it got shut down because they were having contests on who could suck the most air up their anus to create the largest fart.
Why are we talking about this? That is
I
weird.
don't even know how you would even attempt that.
Is that a thing?
Apparently,
Let her swallow her.
when they started having those contests, that's when they got shut down.
Who's that?
These guys that were living in this dorm, they were having Naked Tuesday evenings up in the upstairs part of the dorm. Alright, so Timmy's back. So now we can talk about porn use and sex trafficking.
Hey, you guys.
So really the connections between human trafficking and porn usage are shocking. When you look into them, what really comes across as, like I said, it seems like this innocent, personally innocent way to get your rocks off, to feed some primal urge, feeds into this very, very, very sinister effect beyond yourself. In addition to screwing with your brain chemistry and your perception of a healthy sexual relationship, it also feeds financially into this machine, this human trafficking machine that is abducting women and children, and I don't know what the statistics are on men getting taken into human trafficking, but I'm almost sure that happens. Depends on the country.
Some countries it's much more common.
Were you in here when I was talking about the thing in Michigan? So on the 10th, they had a news article posted that in the Michigan area, the police, not police, bigger than police. Yeah. Anyway, they're working on 323 missing children cases, and they busted a sex ring. And in busting the sex ring, it solved 120 of their cases. Which is crazy. Crazy.
We always want to turn a blind eye to it, of course. It would happen here. It's only in other countries. That doesn't
doesn't happen here.
Well, it does happen here.
Yeah, I see on Facebook all the time people posting, hey guys, this just happened here. Hey guys, this just happened here. The scariest one was in April. This girl came back to visit her mom for college in Wise County. And they went to Target, and the college-age girl said, hey mom, I need to go to the restroom. Okay, go ahead, go. And she went to the restroom, and then it was taking a while, and the mom was like, what's taking so long? So she went towards the restroom, and what she saw was two older women dragging her knocked-out daughter out the emergency exit of the Target. And went over and stopped them. They arrested the ladies and found out they had connections to human trafficking. So they straight up knocked out her college-age daughter inside Target and were dragging her out of the building.
In broad daylight.
In broad daylight.
Obviously, Target was lit up.
College age. You're not even talking about, defenseless children anymore. You're talking about straight up, she can fight back. It's the middle of the day. There are people in the store.
Here's what I'm going to do.
It's
Right?
ridiculous.
I'm going to bite it so it falls, and then I'm going to catch it.
So when you see anything that looks suspicious at all,
Yeah.
or fishy, just get involved.
Yeah.
Just do something.
Yeah, it's kind of
That's amazing. Was that local here?
That wasn't, the person lived in Wise County, and they were at a Target, but I don't think there's any Target actually in Wise County. So, somewhere local to Wise County where there's a Target.
Where's that Target on 287? What is that color?
No,
I went for like
That's-
full outside.
by the apartment exit. I think that's technically Blue Mound, but it's the outskirts of Blue Mound. What? Then you got the police impounding people's vans while the tow truck is on the way to get it.
Yeah, wasn't that frost if that happened to you?
What?
Wasn't that frost if that happened to you?
It did happen to me. I am frosted. That's quite upsetting. Been there less than 12 hours and it gets impounded.
She leave.
So yeah, that went down. Everybody knows the story, right? About our van?
No instructions, just eat.
I had one angry rant today.
Abducted.
Abducted.
I haven't heard it.
You haven't heard it?
Wait, how?
How have you not heard it?
That's selective hearing he's got.
That's some. So I'll go ahead and tell the story because I'm good telling stories. And the live stream hasn't heard the story, so I go ahead and tell it. What? Why? You don't think the people care? The people that might watch this later? Or right now, if there's anybody watching right now. Hi. So should I tell the story or not then?
Yes.
There's a story. Okay. So Roxanne's driving to work on Monday evening. She works Monday evenings doing childcare. And she hears a noise. This strange noise sounds like there's a penny in a dryer. So she turns off the radio to try to hear it better. She still hears the noise. What is that noise? She turns off the cruise control and the noise stops. Oh, weird. Okay. So then she pushes on the gas and there's no response to the gas.
The noise comes back up.
The noise comes back, but the car doesn't actually pick up any thrust. So everything starts dying at that point, obviously, because, well, the alternator's not running. at that point, so it's not feeding electricity or anything. So everything starts shutting down. She pulls over to the side of the road. She calls me, and I say, well, sweetheart, it sounds like you threw a rod. Which are the little pistons that go like this and suck the gas. And so then I called the mechanic that's worked on the van a few times, and I described the whole thing to him, all the sounds and stuff, and he said, oh yeah, that sounds like you threw a rod. And I said, yeah, that's what I thought. And I said, there's not really much we can do about that, right? And Mike, his name's Mike, Mike says, well, you can buy about a $3,000 new engine and put it in. And I said, yeah, I was afraid of that. It's an 11-year-old van and a $3,000 engine. I think I'll have it towed back to my house and see if I can sell it to a junkyard and try to get something newer, maybe. So we arrange a tow, and free-ish tow, but because the engine's locked up because of throwing a rod, they were going to charge a lift fee. And so we arranged it through AT&T, and AT&T says, okay, they're on their way, they're going to come get your van, they'll bring it to you, but it'll be about 2 hours before they can be there, so I stay up, and I'm waiting for the van to show up. And Roxanne goes to bed at midnight, the van's still not there, and it's like, yeah, I'm sure it'll be here eventually. 1 o'clock, still not there. 2 o'clock, still not there. 3 o'clock, still not there. 4 o'clock, still not there. 5 a.m., I'm going, well, the van's still not here. I'm tired of waiting. I shut and locked the front door and I went to bed. I got up the next morning at 9, and I called my mom and asked if there was any updates. No, I haven't heard anything. Well, the van never came. Okay, I'll check I'll call the tow truck company, and the tow company says, oh, we never received a tow order. So we called AT&T, and they said, oh yeah, we definitely put in the order. And then we waited on hold while AT&T called the tow truck company. And then AT&T got back on and said, oh yeah, there was some kind of confusion. They definitely got the tow order. They're going to go ahead and send the truck out right now. About noon, my mom calls me back and says, they got there, but the van's not there. Okay. So I had Roxanne drive over to see if the van was actually there or not, because, you know, tow truck drivers and just random vehicles on the side of the road, you can't always trust that all the communication got right and they know where they actually are in the right place. So she drives over there and it's not there. So I call the Fort Worth police to report the car stolen, because when you abandon a car on the side of the road, they put a sticker on the car, right? And it says, please remove this car from the road within 24 hours or we're going to have to tow it. And they said, oh no, it's not stolen, it was towed. It's in the impound. Well, what happened? Well, the police officer stopped and stayed with it from 11:30 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. and no one ever showed up, so he marked it as a dangerous condition and called the tow truck, and the tow truck came and got it at 3 a.m. Okay. So I called the tow company. They want $192 to get it off their yard, and I would still have to pay for the tow to have it towed out of. So now we're at $300 and something, and the junkyard is only willing to give me $150 for the shell. What's left? The shell of the van.
Oh yeah.
So my name badge is in there, my work name, you know, Ekklesian House name badge is in the van, and the girls' jackets were in the van, some car seats, we lost some stuff.
You weren't able to go pick it up?
Nope, not unless I want to pay $192.
No, I mean the stuff that was in it.
Not unless I'm willing to pay the $192.
Yeah, when our car got towed, it was, here's all your stuff.
Yeah, we went and picked it up. They were like, you can come get everything out of it and we won't charge you. Or is it the police or was it somebody else? It
was a record company.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't this company.
No, obviously it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same thing in-house, so it's a little different, but this was, hey, you've not paid your bill, we're taking your car, so.
Well, that was repossession.
It's a little bit.
Yeah.
They don't want to get sued for the stuff that's in the car.
So now we're borrowing my aunt's car. She's very generous to let us use her car while we get things figured out. And we have a plan.
For my lesson,
We have action items on a plan.
this is a book. This right here is my version.
So that's where we are on the story. Yeah.
But it could
Big
have been
part of
worse.
the car.
Huh?
So the little carnival driving down the road could turn out a whole lot worse.
So my first car was a 1988 Toyota Tercel. Yeah, Tercel. And it was a 5-speed manual. And I threw a rod on that.
Now you can use your hand.
And I was going down the highway at 70 miles an hour and threw the rod and smoke. And I pulled over to the side of the road and I popped the hood and there was fire. And there was a hole through the engine block about that big where I could see all the way down to the ground. Yeah, I was 16. I'd had it for 4 months. It's a $500 car. No air conditioning. Had a moonroof.
Do we know why you're always throwing rods?
That's 2 rods in, how old am I? 20 years. Yeah. Actually, I just changed the oil on the van 2 weeks ago.
What's that?
Yeah.
Child's going next door.
She go.
Why are you going out the door?
Brand new oil filter, 5 quarts of oil.
Basic waste of money for that, huh?
We were having some radiator problems, but the engine wasn't hot when it happened. It was hot after it happened, but it wasn't hot when it happened. I've been keeping water and coolant in it, and I just bought some high temperature epoxy. It was just a little crack. I was gonna,
And I'm supposed to be making tea.
patch the crack. Thankfully, the epoxy was only $8. $8. This JB Weld high temperature epoxy was a tube about this long. That big around. So yeah. Don't look at porn. It supports human trafficking.
It's a dead-end street.
It's a dead-end street.
Especially got our rods up in that corner.
Oh no. Stabbing her brother. You know, technically you've always been a mister, so it should say established in the year you were born.
He said that earlier.
Oh, did he?
No, I didn't.
No, he said grand reopening.
Mr. Grand Reopening. As if you stopped being a mister at some point. You've always been a mister. Well, at least in our culture.
She's new to being a mister.
Jimmy, you look funny with your hat on.
As far as we know.
What?
You look funny with your hat on. You said.
You should try to.
Yeah, turn it.
For all we know, her real name is Tallulah. She's been married 3 times before.
Huh?
Huh? Maybe she's been married 7 times before.
No, like this.
And everyone was a Timothy.
What?
Not a Harry or a Brown. A Harry or a, what's another guy named?
What's that for?
John.
How your head?
I like the phone.
She's a rifle, Tallulah, she's Tallulah. And that's Timothy the 8th, right there, right there. Timothy the 8th brought that 2nd verse, same as the first. I can't remember what I just sang. You never heard that song?
I don't even.
I'm in Arabia, I am in Arabia, I am. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before, and everyone was an Henry. Not a Willie or a Sam. No, Sam! I'm a rifleman, I'm Henry. Henry the 8th, I am. Henry the 8th, I am. Ever heard that song?
Yeah.
What was the band that wrote that song?
Seriously, can you stop?
Herman's Hermits.
Herman's Hermits.
Herman's Hermits.
Herman's Hermits. From back in the day.
It's 2 people.
Nice. Shoot.
What time is it, guys? Don't tell me it's 6:45. I will cry.
6:45.
707.
Okay. I was like last week we were like talking and I was like, okay, that was a good talk. What time is it? 6:45. Oh. Seriously?
Don't die.
One person had to run, but she did eat. And then my wife was in there.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Now it's the boys' turn.
Did you get these two here?
They're kids.
He counts those as kids.
2, 6 kids, right?
Yeah.
So 96 people in total.
96 people.
Sounds about right.
Don't ladies with red hair? Don't ladies with red hair eat free?
I wish. She's a lot of food.
You do know we're recording, right? You want that on record? Saying that your future bride eats a lot of food. Like a hat.
The food picture?
Of your hat?
No.
Or her eating a lot of food? Because I have a picture of you from your first bachelor party fitting a burger this tall into your mouth.
That's why we have that.
How did you do that?
It's just
I was young and flexible.
He was like, crunch.
Young and flexible.
Wow.
That's all she ate.
He unhinged his jaw and he was like,
Like a snake.
Yeah.
speaking of, I want some more jalapeno poppers and me.
Jalapeno poppers.
That's right, jalapeno
Isn't
poppers.
there a J in that word?
Jalapeno popper.
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno poppers.
There you go.
I'm gonna stick some jalapeno poppers in my mouth and go pop them in there.
We still alive?
Yep.
Ooh.
Except the whole point of a popper is you pop the whole thing in your mouth.
My mouth is not that big.
That's not that big.
Well, prove it. And it's too big to pop in my mouth without choking myself. Don't stick stuff in my mouth.
But I can.
There's nothing in there.
No more hot pockets. Join us on a Sunday. You too could be eating this lovely El Chico food.
That's too big to pick, huh?
That's a lie. Noons is not awesome.
What is it? This is called.
Awful!
I was thinking average. Fine. You're kind of a jerk. It's fine.
You never thought about that? Like, we sing, our God is an awesome God. Like, the word awesome means he fills you with some awe. It's like, what, God's not good enough for you? He only fills you with some awe? Should you sing, our God is an awful God, he reigns?
Ready? 3, 2. You're all on me. You need to go or something.
This is where I've been the entire time.
Gospel salt.
Where's this slumper? He's pretty awful. Right, Joe?
Oh, what? I love her by proxy. I love my wife. My wife loves you, and you love her. So by proxy,
Ignore it.
I'm trying to let how awful she is.
I see. She fills you with awe.
Does everybody have a donut? Okay.
Bill said it, not me.
Hello, cadets. Have any girls ever been to a tea party?
Not like that. You gotta do it. You gotta do it right.
Maybe some boys have.
No, it's okay. Hey,
No,
Tina.
no, we're live.
How about you wait? Go ahead. Wink with both eyes.
Make a cup.
Both eyes, that's a blink.
No, I mean wink.
Yeah?
Stop! Timmy's staring at me now.
See? 1 week, 2 week. Pretty easy, right?
Not.
Anyone can do it, right?
Do it. What? Nuh-uh.
Tina's turn.
Nah, Avery got it yet.
Oh yeah, Avery's turn.
No, you didn't do it.
Wait. Look.
Let me see.
She did this.
None. You didn't do it.
I'm going with both eyes.
Okay, ready?
He ends up blinking both times. I wink. Go.
I'll do it. You ready?
Nope.
There.
Okay, I went to do that earlier today, except I fell like the wrong eye, and I went and like winked with the eye I can wink with.
Can you wink with both eyes, sir?
Will you
Me?
ever get
Yeah, sure.
a couple?
No, like individually. Sorry. Yeah, see?
No! It's...
Everybody can.
Neither of them can.
Why?
Okay, but see, maybe it's a guy thing.
I don't know. We don't have any more female
Although never
successes
mind,
on
no,
this.
because Sarah can do it, and so can Zoe, can't she?
Yes.
Maybe it's a older.
Maybe it's a post-pubescent thing.
Even a fish can
Maybe
blink
we're
with
both
both
just married
eyes.
to psychos.
Maybe you have to go through puberty to lose
Oh,
the ability to wink with one eye and then the other.
She's had children.
Even a gecko can blink with both eyes.
No, but I'm saying before going through puberty you can do it. After you can't. That's what I'm saying.
For women.
Yeah.
I was lost in the conversation.
If nothing is happening, sorry, I can't work. If
What?
one's patient, it should.
Would you like some chicken?
Maybe the act of making eggs
Instead.
This is where we're going? No.
confuses your ability to wink with one eye and the other.
Explicit for tonight,
No.
so it's we can just throw it all
No.
out there.
You're not going there.
Nobody listening. How
We
can
need
you
it.
turn on faith?
There's a warning. Can you like not?
How is that the same thing?
Why'd you put it in Avery?
Yeah. What did Avery have to do with it? Life's hard to be yet?
I'm making sure everybody is ready.
She's blocking the.
I think I might have saw something
So, like-
that I just thought I was seeing it. I didn't really see it.
No, you saw it.
I did?
It was inappropriate.
This is it. That's my spirit.
Please no groping during fellowship meeting.
Hey, can you wink with both eyes?
Peppermint tea.
Do it.
One and then the other.
Hey, I said just to sit. Go ahead.
See, so it's not a woman thing.
It's
Neither
not
one of them
because
can do it.
I'm children.
They can't
Nana
do
can
it.
only wink one eye.
They can't do it. Neither
And
one
she
of them.
winks like this. She can't do it without her mouth. Because I'm good like
Oh. I know, right?
Really?
I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
You know why she came back to the restaurant?
Just to sit.
Yep, Joseph.
Totally.
Why didn't he take me?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Totally hasn't.
What did he ask you?
Yeah.
Oh, because my phone's dead.
No, he just asked me why is she coming back to the restaurant? I don't know.
Joseph and the girl.
Yeah.
Oh. Look around. Look at it.
They're fishing for donuts over there right now. Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah.
They're already posting pictures? Oh, she's not posting them.
Yeah, she said she
My
did.
donut.
Text me.
He peppered my donut.
On the live stream, the children are much louder than you are.
Oh, it's running.
You can hear these random children and you can't see them.
Can you wink with both eyes?
You wink with both eyes.
One and then the other?
Yeah. So it's just you two freaks.
Oh,
And
my.
Nana.
Can you not do like one particular eye, or you just can't do one?
She does both eyes.
Nana can't do, she can only do one eye and she has to do her mouth, she goes like this. She can't do it
So-
with her mouth.
You're
My mom
mutant.
does too. No, but she
Your
can't,
special
but she
ability
likes
is
to-
to not be able to win with one eye in the head.
I didn't know it was that common.
You had my donut, right?
And your next gene.
It's on the
From now on,
Then I'll do that.
this implies past flirting. Oh my.
I was trying to.
Okay, Avery, it's time to go start with you now.
Just don't expect her to be back.
When she blinks at you awkwardly, just know it's okay.
Oh,
It's like.
It's not a seizure, it's her trying to.
the other eye.
And Sarah keeps making fun of her for it, like hardcore.
I do
Sarah,
like when I get like
hardcore
really
making fun of
stressed out or super nervous, this eye does switch. Like really
Okay,
bad.
I was the other day, it happened to me, my thumb started twitching, and my thumb was twitching so badly, I was hitting the space bar on my computer. So I'm like typing something, my boss is in my office, and it's like tap, 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 like 4 spaces, and he goes, why is your thumb doing that? I was like,
Your eyeball
I
is
have
straight
to
right here.
Yeah.
Your eyeball is right here.
My eye will twitch under here. My thumb will twitch like that. My thumb will spaz out. Am I right?
No.
Yeah, if I had thought about it, I would have put 1992 on yours and 2018 on her. Because you were a mister in 1992.
If you thought about it, you would have put Grant Real.
We did
I like that one. That was good.
Brian and I got married. He had a construction company and animated a groom's case that had a backhoe and a little front loader thing on it. And she put under reconstruction on the cake. Get the under new ownership.
Under new ownership is actually accurate.
Thought we were talking to
Goodness.
The man becomes the ownership of the woman, and the woman becomes the ownership of the man. Ownership, property. The man becomes the property of the woman, and the woman becomes the property of the man.
You're the only one paying attention to it.
I heard you.
My
If you weren't paying attention, you would have been able to derail, right?
That brings up an interesting thing that I heard in church this morning during the sermon. He was talking about the relationship between Adam and Eve.
Does anybody else need their face washed?
Before sin, before they ate the fruit, they were one flesh. They were good, right? But after sin, Adam basically disowned her. He said, "Now you're good for having kids." You know, that's what they weren't one anymore. They didn't feel one anymore. They felt estranged.
I'm sorry. You're right.
And I never thought of that way. It's one of the things that's simple about it.
Do this. Sorry, nobody moved it.
Thinking that through.
At least it wasn't perfect anymore. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
We'll go to something that I
You
was
two have to dance.
Did you hear some of it?
Sorry.
Hello.
Hello, small child.
We don't look at them too.
Really, really dumb game.
There you go.
That's what man is like. We shoot your knees.
Like right now, I'm gonna throw a piece of fried chicken. I'm going to fried chicken
So,
so
did you
hard.
respond?
How many
I have no idea. She's not my wife.
Not a tree. 2007.
Mom, you're stuck number one turn.
So did you respond to Brian? I have no idea. She's not my wife.
So I can't say anything. Well, let's see. What did I say?
Oh, that?
Well, what I said was, she just now got here and told me she came back for JoJo. And he said, And he said,
I have a hard
And do the
time.
Elvis look?
and he said, okay then.
I say that side, but I can't.
That was fun.
Yeah, you won.
You're going down. It's fun. I like that you go with the other one every time.
I know. The other one goes up and I try to move this one up. I give my eyebrows though.
I can't do my eyebrows. I really want to do my eyebrows.
I always
But
wanted to do my
I can't do
eyebrows.
it if I think about it. I have to think that real
I
hard. Joseph thinks he can do his eyebrows, but all he's doing is this. Look, Mom, I'm doing my eyebrows.
I am so talented.
I reached and grabbed something and got stuck.
Don't start that again.
The coughings.
Shoot.
We're all pets again. Come on now.
You do that before. Is that what you threw? Why would you do that?
Here's my sock.
Touched me with his foot, so I changed his sock. What are y'all waiting for?
We're waiting for you.
Joey go around and I tied your damn shoes.
Carmen did go down there.
Tried to kiss me and he fell over.
Felt in my hand. Rocks.
I was just laughing because it was funny, but you're laughing at your own story. It was pretty funny.
It was funny. It was hysterical.
But you were like this.
It was embarrassed.
You were like this.
It's a funny story, though.
Y'all are horrible people.
I was trying to do it.
They're yours.
I
How
was
will it
gonna say,
fall
what's
off
up
the
there,
trees?
though? She raised them.
No, you're dying.
Yeah, I'm the one that laughs weird.
You're dying.
So on my birthday, one of my coworkers brought up
Like this past birthday? Or
Yeah.
like,
brought up this cup of ice cream. Cookies and cream, Blue Bell's ice cream. It was amazing. Anyway, a few days later,
Bells. Like there's multiple bells.
a few days later, a bunch of people came
You live
over
in Texas, get it right.
and we had barbecue. Somebody brought cookies, and those were pretty good too. The next day,
This is why he's fat.
I
the next
We
day,
found out. It ain't you.
I remember
Because he just had a birthday. That's what's going on.
So I went and got the ice cream. Like, hey, does anybody want any more? It's like, no. So it was like that. So I took the rest of it. I got my ice cream, and I went into where we were eating. And I had it like this, and I was like, cookies and cream ice cream. And I was like,
It's not that funny.
and I was like, dang, they put a whole cookie in here. And I pulled out a snickerdoodle.
None of us knows who. Only Joseph knows who. Yes, he does.
You're worse than your mother. You're worse than you made fun of me.
I guess it's one of those you had to be there.
I can't breathe.
Everybody lightly took this for like 20 minutes.
Is it funny because snickerdoodles are now cookies and cream?
Because nobody expected it. I was like, dang, we got a whole cookie in here.
I mean, that's a good joke, but it's not that good.
Yeah, you're crying.
That was so clever.
He's clever.
He's clever.
I'm like, it's Jesse.
It was so good. I laughed for
You know,
like 20
Jesse
minutes.
had gained weight before he got sick and lost weight. This is what he would have looked like.
Really?
Yes.
It was funny, y'all.
Well, like, me and my dad, there's no question. Me and my dad sit standing next to each other, you're just like, oh, that's where you came
Where
from.
sometimes the girls are like, Dad, I mean, Grandpa Biggs.
Yeah, that's a humbling moment. You realize you're overweight when your kid calls you by your dad's name, and he's bigger than you, and you're like, oh, okay.
My kids do that. Your kids call me Grams.
My kids call me Mom.
Your kids just don't pay attention.
The funniest thing though is Greg calls me Mommy.
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 He would do it every time he would say something to me. He'd say, Mom, Mimi?
No, he's not. That's not me.
Yes, it was, yeah, I got it. It was cookie. He said, oh, there's a whole cookie in here. He pulled it. It's funny. It's a funny joke. It's just not.
But I missed the setup.
That joke, it was more of an anecdote.
It's a physical gag.
What about
I missed part of it.
It's harder to retell physical gags.
I don't know what I missed. But what do you remember? I remember something about birthday, and then you started laughing.
So all of it. You missed all of it.
The whole turning red and laughing like he's going to have a heart attack. Reminds me of Grandpa. Because that's what he would do. He didn't laugh very often, but when he did, he did it like that, and then he would laugh out his breath until he could breathe more, and then he would just like in his face.
What are you talking about?
And seriously, I thought he's going to have a heart attack right now.
It makes us wait, especially on the hardest.
Who's my father?
I just saw an opportunity to call to be fat again. Where's no good at me,
No, Jimmy, you could have hit him in the eye.
I tried.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Hey, maybe if you wink, I can do it.
Don't worry, you can never get hit then.
Tina's safe.
I'm going to get his leg up there, man. Good job, Rocks.
Oh, you got a little tripod thingy.
I got a little tripod thingy. Yep. All right, so that's it for today's live broadcast. Tonight's podcast is not explicit, so everyone can listen to it, no matter what your age. So you go to the website and then come and join us next Sunday. Bye. Everybody say bye.
Bye.